Most people do know this about their soul. Rumi, the Essential Rumi, full book summary. Each video I create is a breath, a whisper from the soul to the soul. If you feel this call, subscribe now. One click from you helps this message reach other hearts searching for light. And if you wish to experience Rumi, the Essential Rumi in its full depth, the link in the description below awaits you. Your support fuels the journey of awakening we walk together. Introduction. There are books that inform, there are books that inspire, but then there are books that transform. The Essential Rumi is one of those sacred texts that does not merely sit on your shelf, it enters your heart, shakes your illusions, and dances with your spirit. Rumi doesn't teach you how to think. He teaches you how to disappear. In a world obsessed with answers, Rumi invites you into the silence where all questions dissolve. In an era of noise, distraction, and ego-driven fear, his poetry whispers timeless truths that remind you, you are not broken, you are not lost, you are not separate. And now, in these uncertain times, his voice is more necessary than ever. Not because it tells you what to do, but because it reminds you of who you are. Let's begin this journey, not with the mind, but with the heart. The wound is the place where the light enters you. We spend our lives hiding our wounds, covering our pain, pretending to be whole. But Rumi turns this logic upside down. He tells us that our wounds are sacred openings, cracks in the shell of the ego through which light, love, and transformation flow. Think of your heartbreaks, your failures, the betrayals that brought you to your knees. What if those weren't endings, but invitations? What if your suffering carved space within you for something divine to enter? Sit with one old pain today. Don't judge it, don't fix it. Just breathe and ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me about love? Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. Loss is inevitable, but Rumi shows us that nothing is ever truly lost. Everything that leaves us, a person, a job, a dream, carries an unseen gift. You may lose a friend but gain deeper wisdom. You may lose money but find freedom. You may lose your way, only to realize you were on the path all along. Think of something or someone you've lost recently. Can you name one blessing that came with that absence? You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? Society teaches us to stay small, to follow rules, to be afraid. But Rumi's voice rises like thunder through conformity. You were born with wings. Your soul didn't come here to blend in. It came here to soar, to love recklessly, to create bravely, to live fully. Name one way you're holding yourself back. Then do one small thing today that defies that fear. Speak your truth. Take the leap. Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation. We worship noise, words, data, notifications. But Rumi gently reminds us that real understanding comes in silence. In stillness, we hear what the universe has been whispering all along. In silence, we stop talking to God and start listening. Take 5 minutes today. Turn off your phone, sit in stillness, breathe, and just listen. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. Most people fear change. We want security, predictability, control. But Rumi invites us to become like the reed bending with the wind, allowing life to pass through us. Change isn't your enemy. It is your teacher, your sculptor. Every shift, no matter how uncomfortable, is reshaping you into a clearer version of who you truly are. Reflect on one change in your life you've been resisting. Write down 3 ways it might be guiding you to growth. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. We carry so much that no longer serves us: regrets, guilt, people, patterns. Rumi reminds us, nature doesn't cling. The tree doesn't beg its leaves to stay. What would it look like to let go, not with anger but with grace? Choose one thing today, a belief, a habit, or even a relationship, and ask yourself, is this helping me bloom? If not, release it. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. We think of ourselves as small, separate, unimportant, but Rumi shatters that illusion. You are not just in the universe is within you. This is not metaphor. It is mystical truth. Every emotion you feel, every breath you take connects you to the whole. Close your eyes and feel your heartbeat. Now imagine every star, wave, tree, and animal pulsing with the same rhythm. You are not alone. You are part of the great oneness. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. There are moments when words fail, when presence becomes the only truth. Rumi calls this the field, that space beyond right and wrong, where souls meet and melt into each other. This is not something you find through logic. It is something you remember when you surrender the mind. Go to a place in nature. Leave your phone behind. Walk slowly. Feel the breeze, the sounds, the soil. Don't label anything, just be. Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open? We often live in prisons we've built with our own thoughts, stories of fear, guilt, shame, and unworthiness. Rumi challenges us. Why stay trapped when freedom is a thought away? This prison has no guards. Only belief keeps you inside. And yet the door, the present moment, the breath, the truth of now is always open. Write down one belief that's been keeping you small. Then write its opposite. Read it out loud and feel the key in your hand. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. Love isn't something you find. It's something you remember. Rumi teaches us that true connection isn't about two halves joining. It's about recognizing the divine spark that has always lived within and between us. This is why soulmates feel familiar, because at the soul level, you never really left each other. Think of someone you love deeply, not romantically, just soulfully. Reflect on how that connection has shaped you. Then whisper a blessing to them, even from afar. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. The universe didn't create you to shrink. Your breath is stardust. Your heart is a drum echoing eternity. When you hide, the universe hides through you. When you shine, existence celebrates itself. Say aloud, I am not small, I am sacred. Repeat it 3 times. Feel how it lands in your body. Notice what awakens. With life as short as a half-taken breath, don't plant anything but love. Time is an illusion, Rumi says, but love is eternal. So what will you plant with your limited breaths? Resentment, ego, or love? This isn't a poem. It's a question that echoes into eternity. Today, do one kind act without expecting anything in return. Let it be your seed of love. You've now walked barefoot across the sacred sands of Rumi's heart. You've breathed his poetry. You've tasted the divine through his words. But this is not the end, it is your beginning. If even one idea awakens something in you today, a longing, a remembering, a silent yes, then let that be your guide. Don't just listen to Rumi. Live Rumi, speak less. Love more, let go. Dance wildly. Burn your masks, become the flame. This world doesn't need more information. It needs more presence, more stillness, more of you, the real you, the eternal you. The you that remembers I am not separate from the sky, the flower, the stranger. I am the soul dressed in skin, remembering itself through every breath. So what now? Pause, breathe, act. One small act today, rooted in love, shifts your entire life's orbit. And remember, each video I share is not just content. It's a transmission, a spark. If it lit something within you, subscribe now. Your one click allows this light to reach others walking the same path. If Rumi's words whispered to your soul and you want to go deeper, you can get the Essential Rumi through the link in the description below. Every copy purchased helps us keep this sacred flame alive. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for remembering. Like this video if it touched your heart. Share your reflections in the comments. I read everyone. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another seed of awakening.